Hello, everybody. I am back after a very long time. Um, been quite busy. Uh, I'll talk while I get in. I do not remember anything about what I was doing. I'm gonna be entirely honest. So I'm very thankful that I left myself a good old to-do note. Uh, do I still not have... Oh, geez. I don't even remember the keybinds. Okay, so we have setting up 3 iron smelter rows. Let's go take a look at that. Oops, almost fell. Got our iron smelter rows right here. I'm just yanking them over. See, I'm at a spot where I don't actually really know what I want to do, because I can't even remember. Oh, geez, Louise. Yeah. Where are we at with the man? Let's check that. Oh, thank you. I don't know which one is best yet, but... Okay. I still need to find Sam. Yeah, Sam is like the big thing. You know what? While I figure out what I want to do, let's go explore for Sam. I think I made a trip for it in the past, and it didn't go too well, but that's fine. So, I've got quite a bit of both of these, so I think I'm good. Looking at this map, I explored downward. Let's explore up on this ridge this time. Let's use ladders and just go up. Or, oh, please don't die. Oof, that wasn't great. So yeah, I have not been streaming or anything for a while. Had to get used to a new schedule at work. Busy with some classes, had some travel. Yeah, quite busy stuff. Oh, that is an enemy. I think I'm just gonna sneak on through here and kind of put a ladder here. Ooh, that's quite loud. I think this is a good spot. Ooh, did I not bring enough to go? Oh no. I definitely did not bring enough. Oh boy. Do I have iron to convert into rods? I do not. Oh, shucks. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I put it on traveling on hold till I got a jetpack. That would make sense. Alright, maybe I should follow what my past self was trying to do. Maybe I was trying to get to a jetpack before I tried restarting. I do like these. But they are resource hogs. Okay, we'll just focus on what I was trying to do on the to-do list, so... That was a very quick change of mind. But yeah. It's been a while. It's kind of weird because uh, when you're away for a significant period of time, it ends up being hard to come back and sort of like start again. Partially because you're not like really sure what you're trying to do anymore. and also because, like, oh, I do have a bunch of stuff here. It's also like, it's weird. It's weird starting back up. So I think I've kind of just hopped around enough. So let's take a look at the blueprints that I left behind. We've got ourselves a smelter. Why did I call it LB4? I don't know, but I don't have enough materials to make it. What are these making? We got iron plates over here. I'm willing to bet, oh, these are screws. Which means these are iron rods. Lucky me. And I'm hoping I have this going down to a container. I do. Okay. And what do I need for this belt? Cables. Just not high enough. Just barely. Oops. Did I properly set up cable production, or did I put it off yet again? That's sheets. Nope, I don't have cable production. Yep. I left this a complete and utter mess over here. Wow. Kinda crazy, actually. How much of a mess this one is. See, and coming back to it, the urge to just restart, kind of just tear this all down and start from scratch is very strong, but I think, like I said, I'm gonna push to jetpack before doing that. Honestly, this might end up sticking here for a lot longer than that. But 1 second. There we go. Interesting. So I'm monitoring my CPU temps and stuff. And what's very interesting to me is that my temps are sitting pretty high, but my fans are not. So I'm not too happy about that. Cable, there we go. Okay. So yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Things are continuing to change very rapidly in my life. Like I said, I've been busy with school. Part of that's actually because I'm almost done with it. Actually gonna be finishing up very shortly. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. Even while working, you know, I've been in school. I haven't stopped sort of learning something, doing something sort of educationally. So having to replace that is gonna be quite interesting. Why is this? This is rotating. Weird. Or am I just... Okay, it's not rotating weird. I'm just unable to comprehend how it's rotating for some reason. So let's see. What's going on here? So this is the center line that it's feeding out on. So this would be... Yes, so this is the center line. So... keeping in mind that these are going to be fed on a belt back. This is going to get brought over, so I could probably have this aligned. Oh, I don't remember how I set that up, because I think I dedicated... Did I do 4 each? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? How was I expecting to fit 4 on here? Because... realistically, I don't see how I could fit any more than... Because I'm going to have to route this in, and this is going to have to come in from a center post. Yeah, I'll probably have to do it just like this. Which means this is taking up exactly 4. Did I really give myself just 4 and I thought that'd be enough? Weird. Alright, I guess I'm noticing I kind of forced myself to have to fix this later. Which, I guess it's not that big of a deal. It's just one of those like, really? Okay, I guess I did that. Situations. It's whatever, it's fine. So let's drop this down. Because this belt will have to come over to here, and then this is going to go down. So realistically, it'll probably go into here. So if this comes out, I should be able to get away with it being, say, here. Yeah, so let's drop that down. And I already forgot. Am I looking at... I'm looking at Mark 3s. So I don't even have Mark... what is it? So how much can this do? 270? Yeah, I don't even have the 480 belts. So we're not doing too hot on things. Yeah. Let's go check what we have contract-wise in the hub. Pretty sure I left the hub down here. Oop. Yep, there we go. Oh, wow, okay, that's not... That was 270. So I can't do anything until I get to the next stage to get 480. Ooh, that's not great. Not too worried about expanded power infrastructure just yet. Not worried about hypertubes, jump pads. Vehicular transport would be cool. Could potentially do that. You know what? Let me just set that as the milestone, and we'll get to it if we get to it. But let's also take a quick look at our power draw. Interesting. Lots of stuff that I have to account for. I always forget. Okay, B is flashlight. Wow. So I suffer when doing factory games, I always suffer because I always end up like trying to max outputs, but in reality, like sometimes it's better to just target a certain amount of output for a factory itself. So like this sort of spread out build some product of everything kind of factory is never, it's going to always be difficult to sort of balance. Because if you want to add something, you have to go all the way through the back of your lines to update it. Versus sort of like, oh hey, this factory's one floor produces this much of a material. And then we add a second floor and oh look, it's doubled. Like, you have a very consistent manner. Like, all the inputs and outputs on that floor just get duplicated. So it doesn't really take brain power to expand your production. Whereas this is like, oh, where does this go? Now I have to figure out where, you know. My own fault, but, you know. So I did say to update screws, rods, and plates. I don't even know what that means at this point in the game. Cool, I don't even know what blue. I have a sneaking suspicion it's over there. How that happened? Why that happened? I do not know. Honestly, I do think I'll just start over. Yeah, maybe that's for the best. But all the space things to do. Or what are we looking at here? This didn't blow. Okay. What power grid blue then? Is it? I don't know. I'm kind of confused now. Like, to me that reads like... Yeah, so my CPU temps are up, but the fans haven't really modulated. Oh, wait, what? Oh yeah, because he's maxed out. He's not doing anything. And what are we looking at over here? Seems like everything's still running. That was weird. I don't know why that happened. There's also the issue of coal power, wanting to sort of upgrade that. And then I have to take a break to fix this thing with my CPU. I've been worried that I didn't paste it properly, so I have to repaste it. But looking at like the RPM output on the let me check real quick. Sorry about this. Um, oh, I don't even remember which one I got. I'm checking AIOs. Because I definitely bought it. So somewhere, somehow, I can check which one I got to check its specs. Unless I didn't buy it through here. It's weird. I don't know. This is very peculiar. Oh, and I have to filter by like specific years? Oh, geez. I definitely bought it this year though, so. Ah, there we go. So it's I got a... Atmos. Yeah. Cool. So this is the, oh, this is it. Whoops. What does this fall under? I don't know. So let's see. Cooling solutions. We've got the filter by size. 240. It doesn't matter if I got a, yeah, so I got a 240 Atmos. Let's see. So the speed is 2500 RPM. It's not hitting 2500 RPM. Oh, they tell you if this is okay for your build. Wouldn't you know, where is it? 240 Atmos. I don't think whether it's RBG or not matters. But yeah, I mean, it's compatible for AM5, AM4, so like, it should be fine. TDP. It's TDP. Cooler TDP. Thermal design point. Okay, so let me see real quick. So the CPU I got was a, where is it? Oh, I bought it, the CPU I actually bought a long time ago, so that I have to go back. Weird that I had a CPU picked out, like, oh geez, how long ago did I get it? Or did I, oh, you know what? Maybe I got it. I don't know why I'm busy looking it up. I literally can just check. Yep, there it is, okay. So we're looking at, so what is the TDP on this thing? Default TDP is 105, and the Atmos supports up to 280. So I'm literally completely fine. Yeah, cool. I don't know what. Okay, so two options are that the fans or the sort of cooler. Yeah, max operating temperature is 90 degrees Celsius. It literally recommends an air cooler, so like water cooling should be more than enough for this thing. Very weird. So I have to figure out what's going on. I think I'll do that tomorrow night because I'm just wasting time on the stream at this point. So as long as it stays under 80, I think I'll be happy. at least for today, and then I'd like to see if I could bring the temp down to 60, because 60 is much safer for the long-term health of the machine. Right, so I do want to restart this. Obviously, I'll have all the resources, so it'll be a lot quicker to build. But the question is, how do I want to go about it? Because I'm doing blocking, but I kind of messed up the sizings. I didn't do planning well for the ratios and such, so that's also kind of a caveat. So maybe we'll use, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Real quick, looking at, O is the right one. Looking at what we need for tier 2 for the project parts. Oh, or am I on number 3 now? Now I don't remember. Because this is number 1. I think I need to give... I just built a space elevator, I'd know. Really? I'm short on... Oh, okay. So, I think the goal of this factory will be to make us... Yeah, it's hard to justify if, like, the goal of this factory is just to get us to the jetpack. So, get the next stage. It's hard to justify redoing it all. Shucks. Oh well. Regardless, let's get a space station built again. Some more plates, which should be over here. We go under to go get them. Cool stuff. Oh geez, where are these plates going? Oh, are they being used to make reinforced plating? Yep. That's what's going on here. Yep, that's what we're looking at. Cool. So let's make the space elevator real quick. Just build it over. I don't really mind. Don't really have a place in mind, so we'll just build it there so I can pick. Alright. So complete phase 2. Honestly, should be able to manufacture those parts and just have them run while I figure out what to do. Maybe that should be my first goal. Yeah, perhaps. Because I also don't have the power draw to support all of this running right now anyways. Alright, so let's see real quick. So we need 1,000 of smart plating, and that's rotors and reinforced plates. We're already making reinforced plates. We just need to make rotors. We're already making iron rods and screws, so we could support this pretty simply, honestly. I'm not too bad. You have that running in the background for sure. I don't know what I was going to use this for, but I guess now I'm going to use it for rotors to make smart plates. That'll be what this one becomes for. And real quick, so this is 10. This is going to be 8. And then 8. And then we're gonna have the same thing hooked up, but for smart plating. And then that's gonna take 2 and 2. So I should be able to support 4 of these machines. Have them running. Yeah, cool. We'll do that. I think I'll leave 1 just so I can build up a backlog of merger. I can definitely get away with a Mark 1 for all of these, because it's definitely going to be very low on the output side. And then we'll take this, feed it into... I probably have a blueprint for this, but oh well. Yeah, so we pushed this up twice and then aligned it there. Oh, I clicked H. Whoops. All right. So we'll take Mark 1, feed it through here. Just gonna, or actually I'm supposed to do it this way. Definitely a little funky, but it'll work. At least I think so. So let's feed in... Oops. We'll have to give it power as well. Cursed. But oh well. Okay, and then we need... For this we need rods and screws, which we already have screws coming in on this line, which I could up. Definitely could speed this down to these. I don't have to do that again. That's a little annoying. Let me take a look at my blueprint. I don't have one. Cool. So we're doing it from scratch. Still. This is the moment I realized that, like, those other ones I just set up were all wrong. Somehow. Okay. Actually, this should be Mark 3 because these belts are just gonna be, yeah, horrible. Okay. I guess the blue does mean it's gonna work. So that's nice, at least. Now, let's go pull from... because there's no power. We need power. Whoop-de-doo. Let's link this up to this one. Get these 2 power. Watch my power grid just give out. Cry internally. And where's the third? There it is. Okay. So these should be taking in inputs. Go hook up the pipes. Where are they? Where are the pipes? Are these pipes? These are definitely pipes. Alrighty. So let's take this set of belts. We're gonna just take them all the way over here. Just, yep. We're aiming for yellow, which is right over here. And we're aiming, say, over here. Yeah. I'm gonna run out and then be sad here in a second. So we're gonna drag this over. Let me put a... Let's put a... right here. Cool. Let's go down here. Alright, there we go. So rods are linked, feeding through, so this is going to start filling that one up. So this should start working. Yep, cool. And so now we're going to have rotors coming in through here. We're going to have plates coming in through here. Rotors and plates are going to go to here, generate smart plating, and then we're going to just store a ridiculous amount of them. In general, seriously? Okay, cool. Didn't realize I'd be struggling on the iron plate front, but, you know, here we are, I guess. Oh, that's gross. And this is... that one's gonna do that. Oh boy. Oh well. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Oh man, I probably had such grand aspirations in the last episode, and then future me is coming along and going, oh look! A little funny, but cursed. So... wait, what? Oh, geez. You know what? That would be why. I only set a single one of them to be smart plating. Cool. Alright. So there we go. We're making smart plating at a rate of 6 per minute, which means 2.7 hours later we'll be done. So pretty much a stream, which... yeah, so by the end of the stream we should be almost done with smart plating. So let's take a look at... nope. Can't figure out what the heck to do. Let's take a good old look at the versatile framework. So this is where we're going to need to make modular frames. I'm already making a bunch of steel beams, so I'm not too worried about that. Then the automated wiring, that's only 100, so once we have it set up, it'll be much quicker. I'm not worried. But having this at least building is going to be a big part of it. Whoops. How do I... here we go. Oh, whoops. Versatile framework. So we need modular frames, which is going to be iron rods and reinforced iron plates. Great. So that's going to sort of take a chunk out of this production line, which is... nope, not this one. I mean, that is the production line I need to pull from, as a matter of fact. Yeah, because we're looking at steel beams and modular frames. So I need to do the modular frames portion. Let me take a look. Is this my plates? Yeah, this is my plates. I'm producing 80 plates per minute, and I'm 100% using more than that. Oh, actually not. Okay. So this is 10 iron plates per minute. So I could double that and then pull twice as much from that. Let's also make sure that the screws are being processed as quickly as possible. We're making them as quick as we can. Seems like that is the case. So let's take a look what we have going on here. Oh, wouldn't you know, we have a Mark II belt going. Okay, so a 270 and everything feeding in. Yep. Okay, there we go. So we make 200 per minute. Yeah, I don't think that's enough to satisfy the demands of this. Because this itself is already 200 per minute. And then this is 120 per minute. So the only reason these are getting screws are because these aren't using them all up. That's horrible. Okay. And it's never going to balance itself because of the way I have them hooked up. Oh, this is horrible. Oh boy. Cursed, I tell you. Honestly, it might entirely be worth making... Oh, am I even able to? Forgot. Higher tiered stuff. It might honestly be worth just making stators myself and cables and just making the 100 of these, as cursed in its own way as that is, but so we definitely need more of these. That's definitely the case. Nope, nope, not these. More of screws wherever they are. Yeah, definitely. Weird that these screws should 100% be like, these things should be like destroyed. Or is this the max of them? No, shouldn't be the max because... Oops, oops. Yeah, that's a Mark III. That's a Mark III. Is the top side not a Mark III? Ah, look at that. Oh no, wait. But this is the screws. Regardless, that's the bottleneck, so... And that's the bottleneck. So now... Yeah, there we go. So this can get away with Mark 1s because Mark 1s are 60. But these need Mark 2s to keep up. Which is what I gave them. Cool. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So I'll make a new set of screws. I should have... I do have a constructor blueprint. Which... I'm missing cables and iron plates, except I don't have anything that makes cables still, because I can't focus on one thing at a time. And I just decided to go with the, hey, it'll be done eventually plan for getting the phases done, which I'll admit is not the best, but it's what I'm choosing to do. Alright. Let's go take some more of the plates. I also have to check how many of the plates are being consumed, because we have... Oh, I already know it's 80 and then it's 60, so actually not doing great. What the? Why is this backed up? Because the plates are coming in at rate over here. Ah, we have a mark. Well, actually, that's fine for this, because this is 60, so that's fine on this side. But, okay. Alright, I think I know where I'm going to go with it. Because part of the thing is, once I have the space parts done, I'm just going to kind of tear it all down. Oh boy, that's going to be rough. But, I think that's, honestly, that's probably where I'm kind of going wrong. I should build, in the early game, you kind of end up building all the parts you need, cables and rotors and stuff, in service of completing the space phases. So that could have been done a little better. There's a cool mod that changes the gameplay loop, and it forces you actually to have to constantly feed a certain amount of the space materials per minute to retain the higher tier gear. I personally am not going for that because I think that changes it from the base game too much, and I haven't even finished a playthrough on the base game. But it is a cool, like, design challenge rather than just going for quantity at some point. It's more of a constant, you know, produce enough type scenario. So, okay. So, let's... I didn't pick up any plates. Cool. So let's make a constructor blueprint here for more screws. I'm just going to end up deleting it and just retaining the portion I want to retain. But let's at least align it still. Oof. Well, actually, no, that's getting deleted. I don't really care then. Because we're going to pretty much delete this entire side of things. Oops. Not what I wanted to delete. What? I'm confused. What did I do wrong here? Oh my gosh, I built it the wrong direction. Cool. 10 out of 10. You know what? Actually, there we go. Whoops. Can't believe I made that mistake. It's really tripping me up for some reason. I didn't have this much difficulty telling which direction my blueprints were placed in the past. But this time it's like kicking my butt. There we go. Yeah, that's the correct direction. Yep. Cool. And then this ends up placed, let's just have this placed on the center line. Oh, almost deleted it in blueprint mode, which is not what I meant to do. Look at that. Okay, that makes much more sense this time. We'll just put this here. Oh, wrong direction. This is already Mark 3s. Cool. Perfect. 10 out of 10. That's what I want to see. And we're going to do cast screws because they're just better. I really do need to set up the catwalk system. But it's fine and dandy. I want to link these together like this because it's easy. I don't need to think with my brain to set it up. And at the end of the day, that's a pretty good deal for me. Alright, so we can go under, pipe in, there we go. So we have this here, which is going to be a split off from here. As close as it's gonna get, and as close as I'm gonna care for now. Oh, that's cursed, to be entirely honest. Yeah, let's put it down here. And then we're gonna align the splitter with it. And there we go. Cool. So now we have half and half. We can pull this down and use it for the other set. Let me make sure that's being supported by enough input iron. Oh, for sure, because that's 60 on just a single one. So, yeah, we're good 100%. Needn't have worried about that. So that takes care of the screws. I have another set of them. I need more plates, so let's figure that out. I guess same deal. I'm just gonna act like I'm building. Okay, I need more these. Oh, I thought I was gonna fall, to be entirely honest. I did not think I was making that. The only issue is if it's 12 per 12 to 2, that's gonna be a little rough. Okay. Oh, again, I thought I was gonna fall. So what's this making? Oh, okay, so I already have the modular frames being built over here. Let's go take a look at the modular frames needed per minute. 2.5 per minute. I'd like to have 10 per minute because that'll make it 100 minutes, so an hour and a half. hour and 40 minutes, but should be able to get that done in the next hour so that that should line up both of them pretty well for being done. So 10 per minute means 60 of these per minute. That's going to be rough. And 5 of these per minute, which mean I'll just need 3 of these instead of 4. This is already aligned on an edge, so we're going to take that one away. We'll need reinforced iron plates and iron rods. We can take the rods from here. Why is that backed up? What did I do wrong? Is the limit screws yet again? The limit is screws. Fair. That's entirely fair. Are these ramping up to max? Not really. Slowly. Oh boy. Oh boy. Screws are gonna be the death of me. Alright. Well, we can take off the iron rods straight from here and feed them along that way, so that's easy. We have another set of screws. We can grab plates. Do the same thing. Let's do it. Quickly. Which direction is the correct direction? This is the correct direction. Except I need to switch it around. And it's already aligned on that axis. Yeah, place it down. Cool. So there we go. So that was pretty quick. We can just run over here, copy it. Set up a input. All right. Cool. Now for output, it's this direction, right? Yeah. So same deal as this side. This is gonna take it down. And then we'll end up, honestly, actually, this is where I'm making the screws. I could totally just take the screws and then set up an assembler here. Ooh, that's really cursed. Like that's pretty bad, actually, that I'm doing that. Oh, I apologize, past Kyle, past Chiplet. Not a big deal, but let's go. Took this up to the power grid, immediately blow a fuse, and then cry. Max consumption. Okay, so... Oh, wow. Okay, our production is not... Yeah, so we spiked up to about 500 megawatts, which is not great. Going to be entirely honest about that. Well, regardless, let's grab... So we're gonna need... how many are we going to need, actually? I didn't even check. So to satisfy 6 of these, we need 9 per minute, and... There we go. At 9 per minute. I think I can fit more to this direction. Again, cursed, but it's whatever. Let's just go with the assumption it's going to be 3. Oh, 9 per minute, so it's just 2 of these. Where do I have the... I have them over here, right? Ew, so I'm gonna like drag this over here, feed this in here, and then feed that out that way. That's whatever. Okay, so 9 per minute. So we can set up just 2 of these. And that should be enough to get these all set up nice and handily. Okay. Alright, and that's 30 and 60 per minute, so that's perfectly fine. Let's take the screws from over here and feed them pretty much just over. So kind of gross, but whatever. I don't need this here. I'm literally just pulling it straight off the line. So these plates are going to go straight in, mix with the screws. And to be entirely honest, I'm going to take some of the outflow from the screws over here and feed it over there to up the production rate over there. Just because that will be nice. Where is the port? Yes, over here. The heck? Oh. It's kind of gross. Sure. All right, cool. So the screws are hooked up. Let's use the belts to climb up. Or not, I guess. I'm just not good enough to do that. Yeah, almost 10% of the way there. And this is already backed up somehow. How did I do that already? Oh, because there's no plates coming in from this side. And there's no power. Yeah. Two issues. We have plenty of connections. Okay. Let's hook up the... Oh, am I already yanking? Wow, I'm already pulling this for 3 different lines. Where is... I'm like sitting here in like pure darkness, not really thinking. Oh no. Seriously? Okay, this is gonna be cursed. Am I really gonna do that? I think I am. I'm gonna be honest. I think I am. And then I think I'm also going to literally just pull straight off of this line. Oh, this is horrible. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. When I'm already pulling off twice for this one, oh gosh. This is horrible behavior. I'm gonna be entirely honest. This is the spaghettification step of all builds. Cool. All right, so now that we're producing, and this is gonna produce reinforced plates. We're gonna make 10 per minute at max production. Pull that over here, mix with those, and then we'll have modular frames, which technically will satisfy our create modular frames requirement. Oh man. That's... I don't even know how to feel about that, to be entirely honest. How cursed that is. Oh well. Yep. So let's get same exact setup. I know I'm not doing the, oh man, I completely forgot. I didn't realize in doing this, I'm not doing the balanced structures. I don't intend to keep all this at all. The moment I get to the next tier and unlock, like, the belts and some stuff, I have zero intentions of keeping this, so I'm not too concerned about it, in all honesty. This is not permanent in the least. This should definitely not be replicated. This is bad behavior all around. I'm gonna be 100% that one. Oh, don't tell me I've got... Oh, really? Okay, whatever. Can I, like, get on top of this just a little? Okay, really? Okay. Alright. And then for plates, we have the plates coming from over here. I'm gonna be honest, Mark 1s will suffice for this. And that's over here. Let's do our due diligence and not be absolutely atrocious, more than I already am being. Okay. And the input for those, I haven't even figured out. Let's see. Right over here. Okay, so it's gonna be... Just put it right here. What the? Oh, ew. I didn't realize I did it that direction. Okay. And I didn't even link these up to this side. Cool. 10 out of 10. I am definitely doing this correctly. Definitely follow what I am doing while building this factory. If the sarcasm was not obvious, definitely do not replicate this. This is This is a tier of cursed. I did not think I would be performing just yet. I was hoping to give myself at least a little longer before doing something as cursed as this. Cool. So this should bring over plates, and we should be making the reinforced iron plates. Now, let's see, what are we doing here? Or, now we should be making modular frames. Yes, we are. Cool. Alright, perfect. That's what you like to see. Now, with how much of the factory is running? Oh my gosh. Okay. That's very bad. Like, actually really, really bad. I guess, so I do have a buffer because of the, bio mass burners. So, I'm like, kind of okay. That's really bad. But I think I can afford to get away with merging. Yeah, I definitely could never have afforded doing this. Another iron smelter was never in the books. Honestly, is this pumping out these? I might be able to turn these off. Save some power. You know what? Yeah, I think we might do that. We might turn that off, save some power, and huh. Is coal's the limiting reagent here? Huh. Why is coal? That's already a Mark III. Thought I had more coal than that. Really? Is that it? Oh, I guess I did yank it over, so that's not great. I don't even know if it's a Mark II miner or anything. Yeah, see, now that, like, more of the factory's running, we're pretty, we're more consistently staying up higher, which is a good thing, but more stressful for me. Alright, let's take another look. Yeah, past 10% on that one, so that's cool. Good to see, good to see. Now, really quick, modular frames. So, just drop 2 of these down. How much do they use? 15 megawatts? Yeah, that's going to push us over. That will definitely push us over. So I'll have to be ready for that. Alright. Completely forgot I had a Coca-Cola sitting here. Now let me preface that by saying that that Coca-Cola was placed on my desk today. I did not forget it over multiple days. Anything of the sort. But yeah, look at how it's like kind of cursed. You got like this 3 rows, you got this going on here. It's gonna feed over to here. But oh well. Okay, let's pull off let's check how much we're making, because I got 30 per minute off of just that. Boy, yeah. All right, so let's definitely turn this off so that steel ingots are gonna just back up, and then these two will just run. And I'm pretty sure, let me see real quick. The 45 steel ingots per minute, and it takes 60, and I'm running 3 of these was my plan. Could have just been running 2 to, oh no, because it takes 60 per minute, so 135 is what I'm running off of this. A little odd, but I guess that's okay. 135, so that supports 2 of these, so 3-to-2 ratio makes sense. This will make 30 steel beams per minute, and I'm pretty sure I can only support a single one of these instead of the 2 I was originally thinking, which will really suck. Yeah, that blows, actually. And it has a 6-to-1 ratio, so if I want 1,000, I need 6,000 of these. So if I have I definitely don't have 6,000 saved up. But let's see how much of a buffer we have for this. Okay, cool. We have 400 as a buffer. So we're definitely going to blow that once we get there. All right. So I guess upgrading power just became that much more important. Or I could... No, I kind of need to, because this is only gonna... Yeah, because the 45 that this is making only supports 30 steel beams on this end. Let's see. Do I have any alternate recipes that are better for these ore steel ingots? No. Cool. Oh boy. Let's see. So potentially, something I can potentially do is actually, I could drop the power usage of things to make them more consistent. So for example, this doesn't need to be, oh, I guess I haven't unlocked that yet. Cool. Whoops. All right. And that was a mistake. Ouch. In the short term, let's go figure out why the coal seems to not be kind of kicking. Because it's 45 coal per minute. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so if I'm trying to use... that much coal, why is it not doing too hot? Seriously? That hurt me? Okay, I guess so. So let's see, what's going on here is, am I pulling off a, like 60 or something? That would explain it, if I'm pulling just 60 off. Yeah, see, it just spiked to 80. Really weird. Yeah, cool, so I'm pulling both of these off, and that's 120 coal per minute. Why is this not... Oh, you know what? I think I remember, because... So this is 60 and 60. So I should be able... This should be Mark IIs the whole way down. I think there's like one section that I like didn't get to finish as Mark IIs. There's that one. Oh, don't tell me it was literally that tiny little section. Oh my gosh, really? Why didn't I leave a note for myself for that? Oh, geez. Yeah, so let's go take a look. So this is very blatantly, I mean, you can see that there's gaps. But now that I repaired it, well, I didn't repair, but now that I've sort of made it all tier 2. Oh, look at that. That's, wow. Just like that, I doubled my output. Okay, yeah, so that's the whole issue with the coal. Which, that's just going to spike my power usage even more. Let me go check how much the biomass burners have. Because if they're fully stocked, I'm not too worried. 40 at 4 per minute. I should only ever spike for like a couple seconds at a time. It might change once the foundries get a full amount of coal. Because where is it? Where's the upgraded tier of coal? Right here. I'm going to be monitoring it to make sure it keeps going at tier 2. Satisfactory is actually going to be coming out with a 1.2 update soon, supposedly soon, with a focus on liquids, which will be very cool. They're going to make it so that water extractors can actually work in shallow bodies like this. Right now, they currently don't, which is a bit of a bummer. So you see, like, resources not deep enough. So it'll be cool because then you can kind of like it will make it much easier to actually build coal plants and anything that needs water. At least on a small scale, you could just pull from a little bit. No matter what, when you get to big enough scale, you're kind of forced to access your oceans. But okay, over here. I was about to say, I'm like, oh, the belt did it again. Honestly, am I making concrete still? Because if concrete's running, yeah, so concrete's still making a bunch. So if I turn that off, I could save a bit on power. But I have to go check what it's being used for before I go and just do that willy-nilly. Because if it's close to filling up anyways, like, I don't really mind. Nope, nowhere near close to filling up. But that is a good buffer of concrete. Alright, let's take a quick look. Nope. So the foundries should be ramping up shortly. Oh wow, geez. Slower than I remember. I forget. It's like, it's exponential because every time you upgrade your belts, it's like a doubling or so. So I forget that like the Mark 1s are very slow and the Mark 3s are literally like, the Mark 3s are a give or take like 4.5 times faster. They're 4.5 times faster, exactly. And then the Mark 4s are actually 8 times faster. So, you know, once you get to the higher tiers of belts, you really do feel it. But yeah, that's a little painful. But regardless, even with that brought up to speed, so we're gonna have 120. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Ouch. Even after we get it up to 120, we're still looking at just 120 steel ingots being made. Yeah, so we'll still only be making 120 per minute, which will still only satisfy the 30. So we're only going to be able to make 5 of the versatile frames per minute, which is a lot less than I intended. Granted, with the buffer, I guess I can buy myself time. But yeah, that's a little rough. That isn't what I was hoping for. But okay. Oh well. So let's set up a storage for these, because I'm going to need modular frames no matter what. And I think once I have these set up just to run, yeah, once these are set up to run, I think I'm definitely going to step away to do some exploration. Oh, that's kind of cursed that I ended up doing that. Well, here's to hoping that it's far enough that it doesn't complain about the connection. Nope, it's gonna complain no matter what. Alright, I guess I could just have this one be the other resource and just pull this one from up top. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Yeah, look at that. Doesn't complain about that. Okay. So this should have modular frames going into itself. I should hook this up to the grid and then start crying because the grid's going to just yell at me violently for my actions. Yep. Alright, so we're filling up on the modular frames, so let's bring over the... Okay, that's a tight squeeze, to say the least. Yeah, alright. But at least we have modular frames as well, so that's like a nice little thing. That's something I've been meaning to at least have produced as a resource. So, having it's a big help, at least. The annoying thing is that the moment I get phase 2 complete, these end up being used as a resource right away, so all of this that I've accumulated just disappears anyways. Alright, there we go. So these are starting to kick in. And what's the power draw looking like? Oh, still interesting. I guess a lot of this max consumption is stuff that's not operating at all, and this consumption is just stuff I already have running, spiking. So in reality, I'm just sitting at the 600 megawatt limit. Except I just remembered I'm not running like these machines yet. So once those kick in, it's going to be a little bit of a different story. Either way, let's drop this down. Or whoops. Cursed, but we're just gonna go like this. Honestly, I could probably go around taking a lot of these belts, these Mark III belts, and just reusing them. Let me go find where I set up that output run. All the way over here. Cool. So let's aim for here. Really? I'm missing iron plates? Okay, fine, whatever. So cursed. Ooh, what's this? Oh, the reinforced plates are actually kind of slowed down. Oops. Up here. Okay. So those are the screws. These are the iron plates. Which this should be containing some. Yeah, there we go. I've managed to bottleneck my production. I knew it would happen. There it is. I don't have enough iron to support all of this stuff. And because I didn't load balance things correctly, it's all just broke. It's all just stopped. Like, it's all gonna sort of like struggle to satisfy its own stuff. Okay. Seriously, come on. So this is this way. Alright. And here's the moment where I just absolutely destroy my power grid. 3, 2, 1. He's gonna kick on. Did I hook them up correctly? Oh, it's 30, so it's gonna take a minute. Yeah. 30 per minute. And kicks on. This is 30 megawatts. That's definitely going to push me over the 60 or the 600 megawatt limit. Oh. All right. I'm pretty much just going to have to sit in front of this thing and monitor it for a while just to kind of make sure, like, out of like 10 minutes, how often does this spike? Because if it spikes for like a second every minute, I'm not concerned. Those biomass burners will handle it. But if it sits high for like, I guess if it sits high for like, it takes 4 per minute. If it sits high, it's not going up to 690. Like, it'll probably just jump over up to like, just a little bit. But, alright. Let's set up a merger. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about... Seriously? Cool. So with the backlog of steel beams that we have, we should be able to make at least... I think we had probably close to 500 by the time I started this, so... Should get... By the time we catch up to the rate of the foundries, we should be looking at maybe 100 of these, which isn't great, but it is what it is. What are we looking at over here already? We already have 200, so we're already 20% of the way done, so that's nice. Yeah, let's explore at this point, honestly. Might as well explore some stuff for the MAM, let this stuff work in the background, and we can come revisit it later. I do think that I'm going to, just to be 100% safe, I'm going to disable this. just to be 100%. Because this is easily running maybe 4 megawatts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And say maybe 1 isn't running, so like 5. Still 20 megawatts, so I'd be a lot more comfortable if 20 megawatts of power is just not running ever. Okay, so what the heck to go do? Let's go grab as many rods as I can, because that's the only thing I think I really need to make... Yeah, I don't build anything else for maneuverability. I guess sometimes foundations, so I should pick up some plates. Not that there's a lot of them. So bad I'm just taking plates out of, like, already starved machines. Yo, oh my gosh. That's horribly starved. Oh boy. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. Someone showed me a trick for these. If you want to limit it, so let's see, we've got 50 a stack. I need... So that's... Let's see. That's 20 stacks. 8, 16, and 4. So we could block out these 4 with just splitting them into ones. And then we can leave these in here, and those will take up slots, and that way we'll only get the 1,000 we need. We won't go over, which will be nice for storage. And then that way, once those are finished, I really should prioritize this side of things, though. It's fine. It'll be done when it's done, so. Oh well, oh well. I think this is plenty for ladders. Also, do I have, seriously, I have 85? Okay, let's go drop those off at the biomass burners, and then we'll go explore. Ooh, good thing I checked. I need... And I still need to pick up more plates. I almost forgot that already. Where are cables? Yep. Okay. Let's go grab the steel plates that I almost forgot again. I just need more. Just a few foundations, I think, suffices. Honestly, probably should have belt balanced these, but whatever. How's it looking over here? Yeah, this is like a backup of iron plates, and then this thing is completely starved for them. So that's kind of funny. Although, I mean, I guess... No, it's definitely starved. Well, I guess if this one's backing up, this should build up a good repository of iron plates. Before I just took those 200, I guess it had just started getting to there. So, I guess it'll eventually balance itself, but it's going to take a long time. Because I didn't set up the balancing properly under the hood. So we have enough for the MAM. Yep. Alright, let's go. Let's go exploring. Our goal is to find Sam. Let's go this way. Last time we went that way, and I just did not find anything. Could not for the life of me. I know I just said I would go put stuff in the biomass burners over there, but I've already stopped caring about that. I'm gonna be honest. Ooh. That would be nice to grab. That would not be nice to grab. Ooh. What should I do? Can I... Let's see. When I get the jetpack, it'll be super easy to get. I won't care until then. Oh, wait a minute. I might be able to get up without needing to use a ladder. Ooh, I gotta be careful. There we go. Let's pick you up. Alright. So, headed upwards. Yeah, so I don't have Sam on my radar, unfortunately. And that's uranium, so that's gonna poison me very badly. Oh, please don't tell me there's just more and more radiation around. See, that to me reads like there's an enemy. Yep. I had a feeling. That was not great. Alrighty. So, how am I going to get around all this and still be able to make my way back? Okay. Can I spawn any Sam? Oh. Not what I meant to do. That was not on purpose. Sam should be pretty blatant. I know that there's Sam, like, over here somewhere. Quite a bit of it, but there's always, like, outlying nodes elsewhere. Oh, look at that guy. So I'm hoping to find just an outlying node. I want to find something nearby somewhat. Jeez. Doom. Okay. There's a little guy over there. Anything over here? Nothing visible, really. Great. 10 to 10. Love to see it. Hey, buddy. Not here to fight you. Well, I probably should be. In all honesty, I should. Yeah, I should. I need to collect alien proteins and stuff. Is there a guy just hanging out on the ledge? Probably. How are we doing? That looks cool. But that also, to me, reads like there's going to be spiders in here. I'm going to cry if I go up here and there's a spider. See, that's too cool to leave undefended. Rule of cool dictates this is going to be dangerous. Oh yeah, this is dangerous. You know what? I think I was here in a playthrough in the past. Let's just see if there's any SAM nodes, and then we'll depart. This is a very cool biome, I must admit, though. Okay, nothing that I can detect. Oop, 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 wrong direction. Nothing I can detect in that direction, so we'll just head on the outside ring. Sort of. Oh. Oh. Cool. Let's see. It's gonna be so hard to get back. It's fine, really, but like it's just especially if I somehow die. Oh, that's gonna be painful because I've got so much gear on me. Still no SAM nodes in sight. Let's check under here because this is hiding stuff. SAM nodes sometimes are like hiding in crevices and stuff. Ooh, there's a guy right there. Never mind. Yeah, if that's not a trap, I don't know what is. Alright. Oh. Not what I meant to do. Oh, it's those things. I'm like, what the heck is making that noise? It sounds like a robot or something. Something wants to attack me? Oh, he's hiding in the water. Alright. Let's see what we can find. Come on, game. Give me a SAM node. Lizard doggo, hi. You have to pet them when you see them. You have to be nice to them. They're innocent creatures. Purest. No SAM node. Although, potentially... Maybe. See, he's not cash money. He's very not cash money. Lizard doggo, 100% cash money. And I just fell. Okay. I guess I'm not cash money either. Where are we at in the stream? Oh, what? Oh, cool. I didn't realize this is a starting biome. But that means, like, Sam is definitely not going to be nearby. Because you can never get, like, Sam's never right next to your starting zone. It'll be near somewhat, maybe a little, but ooh, that's a not no thank you type of enemy. It's like a misty region. Spooky. I'm just looking for some Sam. It was not that hard to find in my last playthrough. But why? Why is it a mission to find it in this one? I swear, like if I looked up a map of resources, I'd see like a Sam node right next to my starting base, and I'm just like going all the way out into like no man's land just to find it. I mean, I am regaining height with this biome, which is nice. But I really just want some Sam. This doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna be waiting anyways, so like, it's fine, in all honesty. 1 second. Apologies. Alright, there we go. Whoops. And unfortunately, I have not found it yet, so I still can't ping for it. Which sucks just a little. Would be nice. Where am I headed? Kind of like looping back around. That's fine. Oops. Did not mean to do that. That's quartz. No luck. Keep searching. Yeah, I swear I'm gonna find a node, mine it, and then scan when I get back home and be like, oh look, there's some right there. Okay, so that's a resource node. There's a few here. Yeah. Oops. Ooh. Ooh. No thank you. I think I'm good. I like living. Alright. Let's keep going this way. What are we looking at here? I have found myself in a slightly dangerous position. Surrounded by these poison plants. Or whatever you call them. Gotta keep moving. No, I crouched. Oh, you dirty. Oh, darn. That was not fair. I definitely crouched. Talking about being crouched is reminding me of the song Distance by Cake, but I can't sing it in any way, shape, or form for fear of copyright. But that is a good song if anybody is interested. And come on. Alright, we're still exploring new stuff. That's kind of what matters. Oh, this is such a cool biome. What the heck? Oh, great. Yep. That's exactly what I was fearful of. There is a spider in there, which means I am not in there. And that is the end of that story. That's a very, very short story. Short stories by Chipless. Spider, no Chipless. Done. Oh, have I found mycelium yet? I don't think so. That might be something worth harvesting. No, I haven't. Alright.
The fruit of this fungus-like flora does not seem to show much potential for use. However, its mycelial network is worth further investigation. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Definitely grab these. These are useful for some stuff in the future. So, I am very glad to have come across this. Alright, we gotta leave. I did not realize how quick that was dealing damage. Like destroyed like 10 of those. Jeez. Alright. Let's see if there's anything up here. Oh, come on. I totally could make that. Yeah, that's what I thought. No way I couldn't make that jump. Now we've got sulfur deposit with some not so friendly enemies, which I will so readily ignore in favor of just getting away. See, that's terrifying to me. I don't know what could be here. What could be causing that sort of pattern, but I also don't want to know. So I think I'm good. I think I need to head this direction. Nope. No time to grab. Okay. Cool. This is like a giant lake, so I can't get across this. Oh geez, my stealth. Ooh, this is like an oil pond. I do not mind that, actually. That's a good find. Fortunately, I'm nowhere near oil just yet, but Let's head over here. Oh, I've been playing for 15, or been playing for 15 hours. Been playing for 2 hours. Take a 15-minute break. I probably actually will do that in a minute or two. Get up real quick and just stretch. But, ooh, that was close. Right, what are we looking at here? Wait, more of those. Ooh, wow. Okay, that's a lot of poison being spat. Not very friendly. There's a Somer sloop over there. Oh, I'm just back where I was. Okay, I need to keep going this direction then. That was not great. Not very smart on my part. Let's see if I can get up this. Let's see. I should be able... I mean, I could just use a ladder to get out of here, but, like, I'm being stubborn for some reason. Okay, well, I didn't... That wasn't very smart of me. Right, well now I have to use the ladder to go up again because... You know, this feels like a targeted attack. I don't appreciate it. Oh, did I build this backwards? Is it supposed to go this way? Nope, I guess it's just gonna build on this side no matter what I do. Oh, dang it. Alright, there we go. Oops. Alright. Let's climb up. Oh boy, I'm right next to a crashed ship, which means that there's definitely an enemy right next to it. That was nice. Nice little waterfall. Alright, let's head this direction. Maybe we'll find something nice. You know what? This biome might be the one that had Sam. So maybe we'll find it here. Maybe it wasn't this biome. Like further in, maybe. But I do remember seeing these like pods. But it was definitely more forested, so maybe not here exactly. Yeah, unauthorized hostility. Let's see. I'm so far away that if I die, it's honestly, all this stuff is a loss. I'll recover it when I get to it is kind of what's going to happen. Post jetpack, honestly. No Sam to be seen. What are we looking at here? Oh, yeah. So this is... You know what? Okay. I know... I think I know where I am. Unfortunately, I think I'm just on the opposite side of it. Like, I'm on the wrong side for me to find... No, 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 no. No, no, no. Nope. That is exactly what I was afraid of. Oh, and I almost jumped off there. I hear you. Stay away from me. I don't like you. I did not agree to this. I barely see through all this foliage. Yeah, so I'm definitely on the other side. Over in that direction, there was definitely Sam. So let's skirt around the edge of this. Maybe I can find that node I found in my last playthrough. It's difficult because my last playthrough was on the, like, actual exact opposite of the map. It was the southwest corner, as a matter of fact. So, like, legitimately the opposite. Was it up here? Could it have been up here? It could have been. Oh, you're not something I want to contend with in the least at this current point in time. Yeah, like a single hit from that guy right now will just like absolutely demolish me. Take like half of my health. Oh, oh. Well, things are looking up. Not what I meant to do. Gonna be entirely honest with that. Well, while I'm here, might as well look. You know what? That's a lie. I think no matter what, I was on this side. Because this biome... No, maybe... You know what? No, maybe I was over here. Because I definitely came from over here on the map. I don't know how far out it goes, unfortunately. So I can't say for sure. Let's try going back up and see if I can navigate this stuff. It's, cool. All right, we made it. Over that little, that parkour session, but we still have to do this one, I guess. The game's being really mean to me. Why is it making me do this parkour? I feel like I'm gonna get to the top. It's just gonna be like stuff I can't do anything with right now. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Just a bunch of stuff I really can't do anything. See, the issue is I don't think there's any Sam in that direction. I don't remember there being any Sam in this pit. You know what? No. Yeah, I definitely explored this in the past. But it seems like inverted because I feel like I came from a different direction for this point of view. Like, Feels very different, which is weird. Wait, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? I think that's what it is. We found it. We found Sam. I don't know what he's doing in a pit of water, but he's there. Oh, oh my god. That was not smart. Oh yeah. This is Sam. Nice to meet you, Sam. Impure? I don't even care.
The strange alien matter, colloquially known as SAM, seems to be in its dormant crystalline state, meaning it won't break down your body into its base atomic components on touch. This living matter is extremely versatile and has countless applications. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application, as well as a secure method of awakening.
Alright, finally we can search for Sam.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner.
I'm so short. That's ridiculous.
It is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
It's actually really frustrating. Well, that's terrifying. I don't think I'll ever get used to Ada having those interactions.
SAM reanimation recipe unlocked. SAM can now be safely awakened, provided it is contained. Meaning, if not contained in special electromagnetic storage, it tends to start breaking atomic bonds of any matter it has physical contact with, and reconstructing it into easily transportable resources.
Scripture and blood compose harmony. Follow our hallowed temple halls and listen to the echoes of your ripples. Our bones are more beautiful than yours.
See, now that's just offensive. I think my bones are perfectly fine, but apparently they're not good enough. So, the main goal is just to get as much SAM as possible, because now that we actually have the ability to convert it, I think we're going to spend a solid portion of the rest of the stream here, maybe like 15 minutes, doing this before we try to head back. Because literally we're like, honestly, I could probably get away with, we're on a high zone, so I should be able to just focus on kind of going straight over. Yeah, so I kind of went around up here to get through instead of going through here, which is fine, but let's, okay, what is it going to take resource-wise to make portable miners? You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna spam portable miners. I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh, I also need to research this in the MAM, so we're gonna do that as well. And we're gonna break this grass or the leaves down into solid biofuel to get some space. So yeah, I don't need 2 copper sheets and a single iron ingot. That's not gonna really do anything for me. I think 15 will be good enough. 15's already quite a bit. Cool. So we'll just reset these ones in the back. Alright. Let's also research the, where is it? Mycelia. Let's start researching these.
The mycelial networks of these fungi possess unusually resilient hyphae, which show potential for making a strong but lightweight natural fabric. Additionally, it has similar medicinal and pest control applications to mycelia on Earth.
Alright, cool. Cool. Now let's go over here. And stators for medical properties.
Research completed. Fabric recipe unlocked. New mycelia research available.
So synthetic polyester fabric's a big deal because it lets us produce it without needing mycelia. So I'm definitely going to aim for that first. I don't remember what the crafting ratios are for fabric, but it seems like I can make enough. I can also make enough stators for that. So let's make 25, because that's how much I need for the synthetic variant. And then let's go check the 10 stators. I could go for a parachute. Honestly, I might, just because I don't have a jetpack. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Because I can definitely make another... I can make 30 of this. I'm not too worried about that. Yep, there we go. Alright, and then 10 stators. Since I don't have enough steel rods to make, or steel pipes to make what I want to, which sucks, but oh well. Alright, and then let's convert hatcher stuff and spitters into protein. Cool. Start research.
Medical properties of local mycelia established. New research options available. Medical inhaler variants.
I can't remember how much it was. Was it 25? It was 50, okay. And that leaves exactly 25.
Parachute unlocked. Fix-It appreciates your willingness to descend rapidly to perform your duties, but damaging Fix-It property is a breach of contract and will have unpleasant consequences. Improve descent efficiency by combining the forces of gravity and drag with a parachute.
Okay, so I need another 20 and 10 cable if I want to make it. Can I make another 20? Perfect, okay. So we're going to aim for 45, and then we're going to make some more cables. Alright, how many cables? 10 cables. Alright, not too bad. Alright. Oh, they're shutting down. Let's pick up all the SAM. Alright, we're capped out. Yep, so we can store 4 stacks in a single stack, essentially. It's a good ratio. I think I'll end up dropping these iron rods, or deleting them more appropriately. Cool. Alright. Unfortunately, this is really not going to translate to a lot of stuff to make. Because I'm pretty sure it's a 25:1 ratio for the next tier thing, next tier of SAM material, and that's the one you end up using for building stuff. But I do think that even with just 1 or 2 of these, it will give me dimensional storage, and that's going to be enough. At least for the first one. Alright, cool. Let's make the parachute real quick. Perfect. Nope, we're not making any more things from that. Can't research that. Structural analysis. Deuterium. Nutrients. Oh, I'm so close to that one. Should have been picking up stuff. I didn't realize I still had so much to research with that. That's definitely a goal. That's a goal. But, okay. I think we're good on crafting, or the man. How close are you guys to being full? You know what? I'm gonna pick up a few of them. Because I think we're reaching capacity no matter what I want to do. I'll drop. I'll keep 2 stacks of that. Oh geez, by dropping those, now I have enough space. Oh man. Shucks. Yeah, that's a space that's worth putting those miners back down. Oh geez. Except this time I'm gonna set them up like that instead. I think I saw a YouTuber try a challenge where they were like, the challenge was to not craft anything by hand, and so they spent so long traveling all over to the crash sites to pick up resources. It was that it ended up being quite a long start, and then they had to because the thing is that like you can't use a portable miner. You can mine stuff by hand, but you can't craft it, so you have to get at least enough resources to make a smelter, which it's not too much, but I mean it's a couple, and then a constructor, and then you have to move things by hand for a while. Because then once you have the constructor, and then a conveyor belt, at least for iron is the major thing. You can make a portable miner. Oh, you can't. Oh my God, yeah, that was the thing. He had to mine everything by hand because you can't make a portable miner until you get an alternate recipe. Like this is the only recipe you have by default, and you have to make that by hand. So he had to get an alternate recipe. That was, oh wow, yeah, okay, that was definitely painful. I didn't remember it was being that painful. We're reaching that point where I pick them up and then fly off into the sunset / back to our base so I can check on the progress. So if things have been running optimally, we should be about halfway done with the versatile frames, and we should be pretty much done with the smart plates. However, that's not necessarily the case, so we'll see what happens. Oh geez, I have to put more back down. Oh, that goes on my back slot? Perfect, I didn't realize that. I don't know how to activate it. Need to check key bindings. Toggle ghost fly. I don't know what that is. Holsters H. Oh, I didn't know I could holster things. Hmm. Map marker mode. H to holster. Oh, cool. And then... Okay, so you just press space a second time? Or you have to hold space? Oh, whoa, that lets you move a lot. What the heck? I didn't realize that. That's not what I meant to do. I just meant to grab up the SAM. Alright, so this much should carry me for a while till I find another SAM node, potentially closer to the base. I really hope this is not the closest. This should definitely keep me in good standing until after getting the jetpacks, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, so we have 4 more slots, so quite a bit to go. I didn't mean to click pickup miner. Keep clicking that, and I keep messing up. Three slots remaining. I should just place the rest down again. And we'll just enjoy the view. So looking at the map, this is a pretty cool formation. But I'm curious if it shows the portable miners. Because technically they're equipment, so I don't know how that would exactly work. All right. No matter how much they've gathered, I need to head back to base. So, whoops, not what I meant to do. Yep, there we go. That was the issue. Not enough space in the inventory. Ooh, I didn't realize it looked like that when you drop it. I see what they mean about it being like alive, per se. Certainly looks like it. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're getting down to it being finished. So that is as much as I can get. I have loaded up with as much as possible. And did I leave anything behind doing that? Nope. Alright, now we get to head back home. Oh, heck yeah. Man, that parachute, that's much better than I thought it would be. I never ended up using it in my first playthrough, because by the time I unlocked mycelium, I had already gotten to... That's funny. Can you use it to just glide up steep stuff? By the time I found mycelium, I already had a jetpack, so like it didn't benefit me at all. At least it'll definitely help with clearing gaps and stuff. So that's a big help. I'm glad about that at least. Hey, look, there's the space elevator. Ooh, can I bounce on him and gain airtime? No, not really. It's a little funny. Ooh, not going that way. Let's pick up one of you. You. I'm curious, if I run up against this, is it gonna like slide me up it? No, okay, that's fine. Probably easier if I head this way. Because I figure I'm gonna need the elevation. So I think it's always gonna be better to head upwards, technically. Oh, there are creatures there. I'll fight you when I have jetpacks, because it'll be a lot easier. Ooh. Oh. Actually, wait. You're not too dangerous, and that's a summer sloop. Yeah, that's worth getting now. Where the heck are you going? Alright, let's come over here. Definitely don't need that. And where is it? Okay, right over here. Let's make more protein. Okay. And definitely going to get more mycelia. Oh yeah. That's really good. Oh. Now is it struggling because my inventory's full? Probably. Honestly, what's something I really don't care about? That's cable. I think we got a good amount of mycelia to hold me over. This is a big deal, though. Free summer sloop, for sure.
Our blood could fill the effigy veins for a resonance song. Scripture becomes harmony, becomes composition. Defile our temple, and the threads will sew the windows open.
Pattern analysis continuing. New instruction. Repeat pioneer exposure to alien artifacts. Brain damage compensation packages may be available on successful completion of a special claims form. Our expert Fix-It medical staff are impartial and always open to assess your claim.
Sounds like they're not going to be partial or impartial. This is so much easier. Because I could have totally gone up to here and then just glided over. Man. I mean, okay, there's no mycelia where I'm at, so I don't know why I'm acting like I had a missed opportunity. I literally didn't have that opportunity. That didn't exist. So... a missed opportunity, though, would be me flying over and just going, oh, look, Sam. That would be devastating. On that note, actually, if I see a ping in this direction, I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. Oh, I don't like that. Seriously? That is... no. Okay, okay. Whew. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? So this is definitely a lot closer compared to this one. And this one's closer, but it's higher up, so I'm not too bummed out about it. Alright. Home sweet home. Hey buddy, I'm just flying by ya. Don't mind me. I am innocent. Hey, and hopefully I'll be able to stop accidentally like falling to my doom every time I jump around here. I'm waiting to see if there's a ping in this direction. Oh my gosh. Do not tell me. Oh, wait, is this... You're kidding me. Oh my gosh. There's actually one right up there. That's... okay, that's... yeah, that's a missed opportunity. That's pretty crushing. Oh well. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see what the factory's done in the meantime. So first things first, let's go check on the smart sheets or smart plating. How are we doing? That's nowhere near where I thought we'd be at. Although, actually, I don't... Yeah, no, that isn't. That's nowhere near where I thought we'd be at. And then, what about... versatile plates? Oh, wow, we're way more than I thought we would be on versatile frameworks. And on the other hand, which is interesting. So, in terms of versatile frameworks, we're more than halfway done. Actually, no. This is the halfway point. So we're almost halfway done. But regardless, that's very cool. Okay, let's go do some more SAM research. Because that was the whole point of that adventure. So, I can't build the MAM because I don't have any of that, which I wonder whose fault that is. Totally not me. Let's just drop this for a moment to build the MAM. So I just need 15. I know I have a MAM lying around, but like... Alright. Time for another creepy message from Ada.
SAM fluctuator recipe unlocked. The fluctuator can mimic unique communication through patterns of electric frequencies to instruct reanimated SAM to perform specific tasks or give specific restrictions, such as matter to energy conversion. It can also function as matter memory, reading the exact composition and state of a collection of matter in one location, breaking it down, and near instantly reconstructing it in another location, which has incredible potential for smart storage.
Your threads shift solid to fluid to a tapestry, matter and matter and matter and mind and melody.
Okay, that one's not too disturbing. But... Alrighty. Okay, how many of these can we make? So, yeah, it's a 6-to-1 ratio. So... Not great, but... That's why I stockpiled a bunch. You know... That was the entire point. But now that I know there's SAM a lot closer, we can pull from that resource node, and it won't be nearly as big of a pain in the butt. So let's unlock that, because that's pretty easy.
Potential for harnessing alien energy completed. Fixit has identified 2 development tracks requiring additional research to integrate Summersloops safely and efficiently into Fixit technology.
The loop organ contains scripture, contains instruments to compose symphonies of root and rot and recycling. Shrines to evolution and revolution.
That's not creepy at all. Alright, so we can make 60, which I'm pretty sure is going to be limited by... I think it's going to be limited by the steel pipes. In my Phase 2 expert opinion, no, totally late game opinion, yeah, it's gonna be the steel pipes. So cool. So I think 2 more stacks of wire and then maybe 3 stacks of the iron plates will be the correct amounts for maxing this out. I also need to find the storage node that I kind of dropped off that had... I said 3 stacks. I don't know why I only grabbed 2. Um, that contains my... What are those? I already forgot. I've completely forgot the name, to be entirely honest. These are summer sloops, and those were... I can't remember. I'll figure it out. Yeah, so how many of these can I make now? What's going to be my limiting reagent? This. Yep. So, in the end, we managed to get about 200 and maybe 25? 230? Just about 230 SAM fluctuators. Not a bad haul, in all honesty. So, the main reason I was pushing for this was for the dimensional depot, because it gives us a essentially like cloud storage of resources, which can help when building out in the fields, etc., etc. You can store a lot in them. Over time, you can upgrade them and store more. But at least at the start, you only get to store 1 stack. But very quickly, I think you can get up to 6 stacks of an item. Which, like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but then if you're building and you have, like, 6 stacks of concrete, 6 stacks of reinforced plates, 6 stacks of belt materials, 6 stacks... Like, once you start actually, like... Once you realize it's, like, 6 stacks of individual material types, then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is totally worth it. Like, this is... changes how my inventory is going to work entirely. So... I just gotta go find that depot. I'm pretty sure I left it down here. Just don't know where. Oh, and I still have this sitting over here. I completely forgot about this. Granted, at this point, I mean, it's not really holding much. That's actually not even holding anything, technically. I'm pretty sure, yeah, right here. No, not right here. Cool. We'll take those. I'll drop this off here. I'll drop these off. And the proteins off, since I won't need them till later. So I guess I left it somewhere else. I just unfortunately do not know where. That's real great. 10 out of 10. Oh boy. Where did I leave them? Honestly, this is... Yep, there it is. Okay, what are these? Mercer spheres. Cool. So now, if we research it...
Dimensional Depot unlocked. SAM can be utilized to deconstruct matter down to its chemical elements in one dimension, and the Mercer sphere allows it to be transferred and stored in another. Once parts are fed into the Dimensional Depot, they can be accessed by the Pioneer inventory and build gun system at any time, anywhere.
We see through the window. It is pathetic. Consume more blood. The glass will not shatter, the metal will not bend, the wood will not splinter. Weave.
Weave. Bob and weave, bob and weave.
Dimensional expansion increased to 200%. Refining manipulation of SAM allows us to now deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We do not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour insult.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
Okay. So I was wrong. It's not 6 stacks, it's 5 stacks. Sorry, I had to mute myself. I sneezed. Um, so, oh wow, so it's 15 per minute right now? This is a major upgrade. The moment I get enough computers, I'm definitely getting this. I think we'll go for this. I really see how quick, like, we're already burning through. If I want to go for one of these upgrades,
Dimensional
it's going to
upload
take
speed
most of
increased.
my
Part of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion
SAM
has now been
fluctuators.
repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing for more parts to be transferred in a short time frame.
Loop the veins, ease the flow, make a curve out of a line. Your shallow minds create shallow solutions. Pretty ripples.
Shallow mind? Pretty ripples? I certainly hope that wasn't meant to include me.
Alright, so we're definitely consuming. These two lines aren't doing too much. They're not taking too much iron, so I'm not worried. But these two lines, fiending for iron. Absolutely destroying it, which I'm pretty sure are the iron plates. Yeah, so this is just destroying it, yeah. And then this is just starved. Oh, interesting. Are these starved? So this one's starved a little. This one's fine. This one's actually fine because it's backed up technically, but that's a different situation. The rotors are the issue. I can only imagine why. Is it the fact that the rotors don't get enough screws? Yes, it is. Oh, yeah, because this is backed up. Oops. I guess I didn't need to balance the screws because I don't have enough iron to actually support everything anyways, so it's not a big deal. So fine, I guess, honestly. Yeah. So I guess the major thing, all things considered, so can I like, is there like an easy way? Oh wow, I moved like that much. X that out. Alright, so should have just done a smaller container, but whatever. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Let's see. That a filter mod would be very nice. And because the challenge is to do balanced inputs, okay, sorry. There's a mod that exists which makes it so that like normal machines only take in as much as they need to perform the recipe. So it ends up saving you, like, you don't have these really long lead times as a side effect of chaining. I can't remember what it's called right now. But where you just have your line and you just split off of it. How did I do that? I have 3 in there. Instead of doing that, it just takes exactly what it needs, so the inputs spread much quicker down the line, which is exactly how Factorio works, as a matter of fact. If you manually put items in, the machines have a capacity of, I think, like 50 or 100, depending on stack size. But if it's automatically fed, the arms automatically know to only put enough for the recipe. But if I had that mod, it would defeat the purpose of balancing the belts. So I think in future playthroughs, I think I'll use that mod for sure, because I don't consider it I don't consider it worth it. And honestly, like, you never know. The developers might actually make that part of the update, of an update in the future. So we'll see. Interesting. So I got back. No, we finished this one. We're finishing this up. Yeah. All right. What's our power draw looking like? Because doubling our iron usage would be nice, but I don't have the power capacity to... Okay, wait a minute. Before I go around saying that, what's our iron power draw in reality? 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, 16, 32. Okay, so that's not great, but I totally could support that. And that is definitely going to be a throughput issue. Let's give it a go. Let's see. Oh my gosh, cables. Always cables, because I don't have cables being produced. It's my own fault. I see create cable right there. Okay, that should be enough. So, smelter. Let's get this direction correct. So we have this aligned. All right. And then these need to be all iron. Okay. So even if I'm only running one side of them, adding that to the belts will be a big deal. So let's go down, grab another raw iron foot and start feeding it in. Alright, so what are we looking at? So we have an iron input right here, correct? Or is this coal? Nope, this is iron. Perfect. And this miner is just doing 60, so we can do tier 1 belt. Alright, let's put this down here. Seriously, I guess I could just do tier 1s. Yeah, I don't know why I'm busy complaining. Okay. So let's take the iron inputs. Sort of sweep it around. All right, there we go. So that's pulling iron now. And is this even a Mark II? Probably is. No, it's a Mark 1. Oh, so this is an easy Okay. Chip. Before you go saying it's an easy swap, make sure you have Mark II miners. Okay, you do. Alright, yeah, so that's an easy swap and able to double. So that's not too bad. Also, is that just sitting idle? Is that also an iron node? Or are those copper nodes? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've got like so much iron just lying around, not being processed. I don't have the power to process it, but like the point still stands. Yeah. I think the first thing I'm going to do is definitely upgrade the power plant the moment I get to this next phase. The next stream, definitely update power. That's going to be first on the list. We can take down a lot of these because I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Even though it's not like producing a lot, I think it'll be good enough to get me to phase, like a good way into phase 3 resource wise, because once I have belts that are 480 items per minute, I think that's the point where I'm ready to start making like dedicated factories. Because you also get, I think you get train, I don't know actually. You get trains in phase 2? No, no you don't. No, yeah, you get, I'm pretty sure you get trains in phase 3. So potentially this can take me to phase 3, we'll see. But, yeah. Oh yeah, I kind of need this to actually output somewhere. That's kind of the point. So we'll have this just be a Mark 1, and then the moment I split off this iron belt, I can feed onto it. So honestly, if this is doing a full 60, yeah, let's put a conveyor merger, and we're gonna take this Mark 1 down. Let's go grab more plates, because of course. Plates are gonna be over here somewhere. Nope, not here. Right over here. Thank you. So, I'm gonna take... Where is it? Alright. So this is gonna feed iron in. Yeah, so this is gonna feed iron in, and this is going into the... Okay, that's just gonna saturate that one belt, which isn't great. Depending on how saturated the belt is from this input, I might just separate this completely. And if it actually oversaturates, I'll end up actually feeding it into here. Oh, interesting. I wonder why it's backing up over here. What's this input feeding? Oh, it filled up because I took some iron plates out, yeah, but it's already backed up. That's fine. Okay, so it's backing up here, which this is gonna back up, and then still not enough on this split, but with this, all right, so it's doubling the input this way. All right, yeah, so if this ever backs up, then this will flow down here, backing up to here. And then, yeah. And honestly, it'll be really easy to double this, which might actually... I'm actually curious now. What are the chances? Like, shouldn't take a lot to double the miner to a Mark II. Because I'm pretty sure that... I mean, so it's... Oh, okay, that's that one. So this is a Mark II. So this mine's 30 per minute, and it's only doing 60. So yeah, I could totally double that miner, Mark II, just right away. So I have this, have this, have this, have this. Yeah, I could totally upgrade it right now. Does it let me reach? Reach for the sky. Oh, whoop. Booyah. Now I need to go grab a bunch of reinforced plates because now it's a Mark II. Oh, I couldn't be so lucky as to just have reinforced iron plates, but oh well. Let's grab... So there's not a... Oh. Wow, lucky me. Okay. So, I guess that satisfies my complaint about Mark II belts and such. Yeah, let's definitely upgrade those 2 belts. Definitely Mark II going up. If I had the resources to spare right now, I would switch them to Mark IIIs, but because they're being primarily used over there, it's whatever. Alright, so now this belt should get fully saturated once this starts sort of spreading. Yeah. There we go. So this is going down. Do we have that? Any splits in the belt? Alright, let's see. I still have to check power usage, actually. Let me do that while I'm waiting. Before I blow my network. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That's gross. It's too close. That's whatever. Okay, so... it's gonna go in fully. And I should see the amount being fed in go up a lot. Yep, that's definitely a lot more. So this input's going up right here in the middle. So it's that one over there. It's not this input. it's this input right here. All right, perfect. Yeah, so this could, that much iron might be able to back it up actually. Because this is at 43, that's at 40. Yeah, so since it's balanced, I can just monitor one of these and it'll tell me that it's backing up. So yeah, we're actually backing up the input rate, which will eventually... So this one will max out. Honestly, might be able to just completely cut off this. Like this completely. And then that'll up this up, this up. Blah, blah, blah. That'll increase this throughput at least a little bit. Honestly, with the rate it's going at, I might just do that right now. Just disconnect them and just have that run just off of that 120. Yeah, 100%, because it's... Yeah, it's going to consume 120. That's exactly how much it's going to take, so... That set of miners right there satisfies this right here perfectly. So, yep, free to use the iron on the other belts and such. So now, aside from this, this is backed up, which is good. This is backed up, which is good. And then this, see if it's backing up just yet. So these are the screws. This way is backed up, but this one isn't yet, at least. We'll see. I still have to do that. I still have to, oh yeah, you know, I forgot. Can't do it that way. Oh well. Alright, let's go take another look. Look-see-doo and see what we've got. And then we'll end the stream. I actually overran, which is not great. Darn. But we are almost halfway to being done. Because this is 8. And then over on the versatile plating. The versatile plating's definitely getting finished sooner than I thought it would be. Like, this is definitely going to beat it out. So, let me see. What's... So, the throughput issue for this one's the steel beams. Ooh, how many modular frames? Ooh, nice. Yeah, we're definitely building them up. So, you know what? If the modular frames aren't the biggest consumption, honestly, it might be in my best interest to dedicate more of the screws over to this. Because right now I'm only making 200, but the line can take 270. So if I take... This is scuffed. But we take this off the line and just add it to this one. Yeah, so adding it here. Oh, but this is already backed up. So there's no point doing it. Oh wait, I got it backwards. Crap. This is... It needs to go the opposite way. Whoops. This needs to be taken off this line and added over to here. Yeah, there we go. Whoops. Because this is just actually like backed up on the screws because the... Whoops. Because that... The screws for this one are Because this one's making... Yeah. And so the screws are going here. And it's using 120 screws per minute. Meanwhile, I'm actually making 200 per minute. So, of course, it's backed up. Honestly, I should be pulling off of here if possible. Ooh, it is. Okay, yeah. So instead, I should be doing that. This should go out to here, and then this should come... Seriously. That short. So this should be like side output. So this should help balance out the need of the smart plating for screws. That'd be killer. Yep. All right. So it's already backing up because I'm flowing 120. So that's backed up. There we go. So this will let the full flow rate go out the front. Cool. So now that the screws are maxed out on this line again, let's see how well that does for manufacturing over here. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. Yeah, this should definitely boost production. Big deal, big deal. Cool. Alright. And we're producing 6 per minute. And I think at this point now we're actually doing 6 per minute. Will be. Shortly once the rotors catch up. And then once that's done, or once the versatile framework is done, we can take the plates and supplement them over here and just use even more of the screws directly. The up rotor crafting. So, alright. Well, I overran my time quite significantly. It was fun. Got a lot done. More than I thought I would on the first stream back. I'm currently figuring out how in the world to get back to the to-do menu. Oh. I don't know how to do it. N doesn't let me do it. X doesn't let me do it. O doesn't let me do it. Okay, now I can edit the to-do list. A bit odd, but... Okay. We have the space station recreated. We are creating rotors, modular frames. This is definitely upped. This is definitely upped. We're creating these, but at a very low capacity, so I'll leave that. This is not a priority. So I think our major priorities, definitely updating power. Gotta create cables. Gotta get a jetpack. And I think if we go off and update our power plant, by the time we're done with that next stream, these machines should be packed, like they should be done. So, thank you guys for watching. It was a fun stream back. So, peace out.